Okay, let's explore division a little bit more here. Let's talk about what's really going on when we say divide. Okay, let's say that I have 6 pencils here. And so I have these nice pictures of 6 pencils. Let's say that I want to divide those pencils up into groups that contain 2 pencils each. So here would be 2 pencils, and here would be 2 more, and here would be 2 more. Now that's all 6 of my pencils. There would be 3 groups of 2 pencils. That's because 6 divided by 2 is 3. That's what happens when we're dividing. We're literally dividing them out. We are separating these things out into groups. All right, let's look at another thing. What if we had those same 6 pencils, and this time we wanted to divide them into groups of 3? So here I have 3 pencils and 3 pencils, so that's all 6 of my pencils. How many groups do we have? We ended up with 2 groups. That's because 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. Okay, now let's keep going with that same idea. What if we had those same original 6 pencils that we were starting with, and we divided them into groups of 1? So I'd have a pencil here, and a pencil here, and here'd be a pencil, and there'd be another one here, and another one here, and another one here. That's all 6 of my pencils, but these are groups of 1 each. So how many groups do I have total? Well, I have 6 groups. And that is because 6 divided by 1 equals 6. Okay, let's start over again. What if we had those same 6 pencils, and this time we're going to divide it into groups of 6. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is all 6 of my pencils. How many groups of 6 do we have? That would be 1 group. That's because 6 divided by 6 equals 1. So I'm hoping that we're starting to get the idea of what's happening whenever we really divide. Okay, let's look at something that's a little bit odd. Again, let's start out with those same 6 pencils, and this time I'm going to put them into groups of 0. So let's see, here's a group of 0, and before I start that, let me just say, okay, here are my 6 pencils. 5, 6. Okay, now I'm going to put those 6 pencils into groups of 0. So here's a group that has no pencils in it. Here's a group with no pencils. Here's a group with no pencils. Here's a group with no pencils. And so on, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. I could keep drawing groups of 0 pencils until we are old and gray, and we will still have those 6 pencils left. There's no way that we can really talk about how to do this. This division says 6 divided by 0 is how many groups? Well, it's entirely too many to count. We don't have any way of really discussing that because it's actually too many. This is called undefined. Very important concept. Since dividing any number by 0 cannot be done, and we've just seen why, we say that division by 0 is undefined. It is impossible to compute an answer. We just don't have the time to be able to discuss how many groups of 0 there would be. But now the flip side of that, what if I had no pencils and I put them into groups of 6? How many groups would I have? Well, there are no pencils to start with, so I would have 0 groups. So that division looks like 0 divided by 6 equals 0. Now here is our rules. Division involving 0. 0 divided by a number is 0. And this is what it looks like in fractional form. A number divided by 0 is undefined. So the rule sort of says if 0 is on top, that's okay, it's 0. If 0 is on bottom, that's undefined.